Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting edition of Apprentice School Men's Basketball. We are here in the heart of Newport News, right on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding, and we are located inside of the Apprentice School Athletic Center, where this afternoon the men of the Apprentice School will be taking on the Road Runners of Mountain Gateway Community College. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Howard McCain here with you. Dave Davenport will serve as our engineer producer as Coach Evan Key prepares the 2-1 Apprentice School Builders to take on the 4-1 again Road Runners led by their coach William Yarborough. These Road Runners hail out of Clinton Forge, West Virginia, and they come into this afternoon's basketball game familiar with their opponent, the Apprentice School, because these teams are playing back-to-back contests. Yeah, you heard me. You don't hear that happen very often in sports, but these teams are playing back-to-back. Now, they just played one another approximately 1 week ago, November the 11th. That game took place in Clinton Forge, West Virginia, where the men came out victorious by a score of 73-58. And in that basketball game, Angel Pachinko Ortiz was the star of the evening. Folks, he walked out of that gymnasium with a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds. So we look forward to him being able to showcase his talents again this afternoon. Right now, both starting lineups are being introduced, and we are just moments away from tip-off here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. And before we get started, the officials that will be calling the action on the floor, that will be Tony Dawkins, Gabe Hall, and Daniel Elliott. So the Builders, again, under Coach Evan Key, come into this afternoon's contest with a 2-1 record. They are playing out of the NSAC. And if you're unfamiliar with that acronym, it is the New South Athletic Conference. So the Builders are yet to go into conference play. So right now the Builders sit at 2-1. Their lone loss coming to Norfolk State, where they went down by a score of 90-56. But Builders are back here at home, an opportunity to put another win in the win column on this young season. So sit back and relax, folks, and get ready. The 2023-2024 men's basketball season is about to get underway here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. We are so glad you could join us, and once we get things tipped off, we will let you know who the starting lineups are. Both teams are at center court, and we're underway. Opening tip won and controlled by the Road Runners. Road Runners unsuccessful on their first attempt, and back come the Builders. Builders starting five this afternoon. Kyrie Smith. He'll be joined along with Donovan Means. Ball goes inside. Builders tied up, and that's one of the other starters, Angel Pacheco Ortiz, who gets his scoring afternoon started with his first two. Remember, he had a double-double the last time the two played. Kelby Saunders Jr. and Adrian Wall will also be the starting five, or round out the starting five for the home team. Builders in a man-to-man defense nearly forced the turnover. Shot up and no good. That's when Quavius Butler. This one back over to Ortiz, who misses on the long three. Rebound comes off to Butler. Butler is joined on the floor by Jaden, who I believe hit that shot. Nope, that was not Jaden Rice. That was actually Dontrell Smith. Dontrell Smith is joined on the floor along with Anthony Harrison and Elijah Harvey. That rounds out the starting five for the visiting team as the feed inside. Layup is up and good by Adrian Wall. 18-35 remaining in the first half. Builders with a 1-point lead. Ball rotates back out to the perimeter where the shot is up, no good. Pacheco Ortiz with his first rebound of the game. Long outlet pass down court. Easy layup, missed. So back come the Road Runners, trailing by a single point, as they get their instructions from their head coach, William Yarborough, who also serves as the team's trainer and the team scout, as we get a foul. That foul is going to go on Kelby Saunders. That'll be his first personal foul, the team's first. As we get our first substitution of the game, Clinton Good is going to come in for Kelby Saunders. As I try to get my stat sheet together here. Road Runners turn it over. Now it's kicked into the backcourt. I think that was last touch by the Road Runners, and that's exactly what the officials are going to say. I appreciate the officials listening to me and not themselves when I said that was kicked into the backcourt out of bounds. So it will be Builder basketball. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. Builders working against a man-to-man defense of the Road Runners. Here's Smith. Ortiz. Top of the key three. Goes down for Donovan Means. So those are his first points of the afternoon. That pushes the Builder lead up to 4, 7-3. 17:23 left is Means with the poke away. Means streaking all the way to the other end. Layup off the glass is good. And the Builders have now extended their lead to 6. .17:07 left. Play clock just under 20. Shot clock just under 20 as that drive to the basket is successful. That's Anthony Harrison, who was able to get all the way to the rack to lay it in for 2. Step through. Layup is good by who else? Clifton Good. That's good on good, ladies and gentlemen. That is not a crime. Both teams seem to have settled down a little bit more as the first half has progressed, as the Builders turn up the pressure on defense. Feed into the corner. That shot comes off no good to good. Back come the Builders. Wall. Inside. Soft layup, no good, but Good is there to clean up the board as this long three is up and good. Kyrie Smith with his first points of the afternoon, and that quickly leads to a timeout by the Roadrunner coach, William Yarborough, as the Builders jump out to a 9-point lead. 16:02 remaining here in the first half. Folks, the Builders now with a 14-5 lead. We'll step away. We will be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Donovan Means, currently outpacing all scorers on the floor. For the Builders, he has 5 points so far in the basketball game. Dontrell Smith with 3 to lead the Roadrunners as the Roadrunners come back on offense coming out of the timeout. That shot short. Long rebound comes off to Ortiz. The Builders go on the attack. Ortiz, corner 3, good. That's the third made three-point shot early in the basketball game for the Builders as Angel Pacheco Ortiz picks up where he left off in the last contest. 12 points, 11 rebounds against these same Roadrunners about a week ago. Builders walked away with a decisive win on the scoreboard, 70-53, looking to make it 2-0 against Mountain Gateway Community College, as that shot is up and good for the Road Runners, and they cut the Builder lead now to 10. As that perimeter shot, it goes down. Adrian Wall now gets himself into the scoring column with a 3. That's 4 of the 5 starters in the basketball game have made threes in the basketball game, and the Builders lead now is up to 13 just that quick. 14:55 remaining in the half. Brandon Pritchett set to throw it in. Gets it in cleanly to Elijah Harvey. Shot clock at 20. Here's Smith. Smith poked away once again by Means. Means his second steal. Breakaway layup, no good. Put back, no good, but there's a foul. That foul call is going to go on Quavius Butler. That'll be his first personal foul and the team's first. So that'll send Angel Pacheco Ortiz. I don't know why I'm having trouble with his last name right now. That'll send Ortiz to the free throw line to shoot 2. Clock stopped at 14:38. Builders with a 13-point lead. First of 2 comes off no good as substitutions make their way into the basketball game for both teams. So Montrell Jackson will make his way into the ball game for the Builders. And the Road Runners will have Davian Bowens and Jonte Kirby enter the basketball game as the second free throw by Ortiz is missed. But Wall is there for the offensive rebound. Wall, corner 3. That one is good also. So Adrian Wall with his second 3-point bucket of the half. And that pushes the Builder lead to 23-17. As the Builders get into the passing lane, here's Wall, breakaway layup is good. And folks, we get another timeout taken by Coach Yarbrough, and I don't blame him. He's seen his team. The wheels come off here quickly. 25-7 is our score. 14-14 remaining in the first half, and the Builders are off and running. Now, we are playing the Road Runners, but it's more like the Builders are the team that's actually doing most of the running. Builders able to convert, been the name of the game for the Road Runners. Now, the most recent stat sheet that I have is 2. I believe it's going to be a little bit more than that. We've seen them since the last time out commit at least 2 more turnovers. So being careful with the basketball, valuing the basketball is probably going to be what Coach Yarbrough is preaching to his basketball team in this timeout. They have to have better ball security if they have any chances of not only getting back into the basketball game, folks, of winning the basketball game as well. Builders out of the timeout with a light pressure up court. Shot clock now under 20. Feed inside, taken away. Here's Smith. Wall shuffled his feet prior to that pass. Excuse me. Prior to that pass, so that's going to be a turnover. Builders haven't turned the ball over much on the afternoon. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, that's their first turnover of the basketball game. As the Road Runners get it over the timeline. Shot clock just now dipped under 20. That shot off the back of the iron, no good. Back come the Builders quickly, down court. That shot by Kyrie Smith is good. So 27-7 is our score. Builders have opened a 20-point lead. Builders nearly get the backcourt violation or timeline violation. That shot up and off the backboard is good for the Road Runners, and that stops a scoring drought that they've been in for quite some time. Smith in the corner. Shot too strong. Kick to Ortiz off the rebound. His shot too strong, and the Roadrunners clear the rebound. So back come the Roadrunners with Pritchett at the point, being guarded closely by Jackson. Roadrunners attack the basket for two. Quavius Butler. 27-11 now. Builder lead now at 16. And that's where it's going to stay after this possession as Kirby clears the rebound back down the other court, or the other end of the court with Pritchett. His shot wild. No foul call, so I think it's going to go over to the Builders as Means and Harrell will make their way into the basketball game. Donovan Means and Harrell into the ball game. 12:09 left in the half. Pritchett looking, can't find anyone. I think he's going to be called for a 5-second violation, and that quickly spurs Coach Yarbrough to get a substitution into the game. As you can hear, Yarbrough getting on to Pritchett to throw the basketball in, but instead that's going to be another turnover committed by the Roadrunners. Terrell gets it over to Smith. Shot clock at 15. Builders only shooting about 24% so far on the season from three, but it doesn't look like that in the basketball game early on as the fast break opportunity is converted on the other end by the Roadrunners. They've narrowed the Builder lead now to 14, 27-23. Builders going on a bit of a scoring drought of their own as Means launches. His three, no good. Loose ball taken by Kirby, and back comes Pritchett. Pritchett gives it off. Roadrunners attempted to go inside with the basketball, but it was poked away by the Builders. Loose ball saved by Ortiz. Harrell along the baseline, nothing there. Shot clock now at 15. Harrell. Looks like the Roadrunner defense is kind of clamped down, so to speak, as this one, long three-point shot, short of everything by Means, long outlet. It's turned into an easy layup off the glass on the other end for Quavius Butler, and just like that, the Roadrunners find themselves back in it. 27-15 is our score. Builders with a 12-point lead. Tell you what, we'll take a break, and we will be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Adrian Wall, the leading scorer right now for the Builders. He has 10 points on the afternoon, 2 rebounds, 4 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range. A couple of players right now with 4 points for the Roadrunners. Quavius Butler and Anthony Harrison are the leading scorers for the Roadrunners as the Builders look to try to build on their 12-point lead. Again, they've been a bit of a shooting slump here the few times down the court. They come away empty. Builders try to get it inside, but the basketball was poked away. Pritchett on the break. As Coach William Yarbrough shouts out his offensive instructions to his basketball team. Game clock now just outside of 10 minutes remaining in the first half as the ball goes inside to Kirby. Kirby missed everything. Loose ball taken by the Builders. Here's Smith. Smith, nice crossover move to get to the backboard, lay it in for two, and the Builders snap a long scoring drought, and they push their lead back to 14, 29 to 15, 9:40 left in the first half. Thank you again so much for joining us here at the Apprentice School Athletics Center as the Builders, their first home game on the young season, right now find themselves with a 14-point lead as they commit a turnover. That is only their second turnover of the afternoon as the Builders and the Roadrunners will counter with substitutions as Elijah Harvey and Cam Bird make their way onto the court. For the Builders, Malik Munderland, and I believe that was Avon Hawkins that made his way into the basketball game for the Builders. Play clock now under 20. Ball nearly stolen. Feed on the low block. Shot up, no good, but prior to the shot, traveling violation. So that'll be another turnover. That'll be the 8th turnover of the half for the Roadrunners. And what that does is that gives the other team just extra possessions to be able to have scoring opportunities, you know, kind of just like that one right there goes out of bounds. And that gives another opportunity to score the basketball for the opponent when you turn the basketball over. So the Builders have committed just their 3rd turnover of the half as the Builders come with the double team in the backcourt unsuccessfully. Feed down low. Shot, no good. Loose ball poked around and controlled by Saunders. Hawkins, toughest shot in basketball. The baseline jumper, no good. Back come the Roadrunners. Roadrunners push it. 3-point shot, no good. Up and down. Pace right now by both teams. Shots, not necessarily high percentage, but that one right there is good. Count the basket. At the foul for Means. So 8:16 remaining in the first half. Means will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Davion Bowers will be credited with his personal foul. That's only the team's 2nd. So Donovan Means with an opportunity to increase the Builder lead, and he does. Builder lead now at 16. As Anthony Harrison, one of the starters, makes his way back onto the floor for the Roadrunners, 8:16 remaining. Builders with a comfortable lead as they force another turnover. Roadrunners, again, not valuing the basketball as Hawkins works against the man-to-man defense. His shot no good, but he is fouled. That foul call will go on Elijah Harvey. That'll be his first personal foul and the team's 3rd. So Avon Hawkins will step to the line to shoot 2. Builders right now shooting about 63% from the charity stripe. As the first of 2 hits the front end. You can really hear that one vibrate all the way through the gym when it came off of the rim. Hawkins with another opportunity. Nope. So Builders not particularly shooting it particularly well right now at the free throw line. I'll check the percentages here in just a moment as the Builders commit another turnover. So believe it or not, prior to those missed free throws, and we're going to take a timeout, we'll talk about that on the other side of the break. Builders lead 32-15, 7:53 remaining. We'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Builders shooting 20% from the free throw line. Now, I know that sounds horrible, but they've only attempted 5 free throws and they've made 1. Now, I know that percentage sounds awful, and it will sound awful if that does come back to decide the game later on. But right now, early in this basketball game, Builders 1 of 5 from the free throw line, 20%. They currently lead now by 17, as that shot says nope. They only lead now by 15. 7:35 remaining. Hawkins inside. That shot up and nice. Saunders calmly makes the basket. Basket goes inside, but it's going to be waved off. No, I take that back. I thought it was going to be a charge, but they're going to call a blocking foul underneath. So that'll be the team's second. I did not see who was credited with that foul underneath for the Builders. So Avon Hawkins was credited with that foul. That'll be his first, as the free throw by Davion Bowens is up and good. So the Builder lead is now 14. That long three-point shot by Hawkins comes off to the Roadrunners. Here's Pritchett. Pritchett traps. And a quick foul is called. That foul call is going to go on Michael Miller. That is Michael Miller's first personal foul and the team's third of the half. Clock stopped at 7:01 remaining in the first half as we get another whistle from the official, so we have a brief stoppage in play. So that was to reset the shot clock to 23. 7:01 remaining in the first half. Builders holding to a 14-point lead here in the first half at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Once again on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding here in Newport News, Virginia, as the reach-in and the tie-up is going to be successful. The possession arrow is in favor of the Builders. Nope, I take that back. Yarborough calls a timeout. Now, do they have time? Okay, they still have 2 timeouts, so they are going to be credited with a timeout. So a 30-second timeout being taken by the visiting team, the Roadrunners, and Coach Yarborough didn't seem happy about it. I'm not really sure why. That gives this team just 1 timeout remaining for the 6 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the first half. His team trailing by double digits. Builders are pretty much led throughout the basketball game. Builders got up by as many as 20 early in the basketball game. At one point, they were leading by a score of 27-7. Roadrunners have done their best to weather this storm. They've been able to keep the deficit between 12 and 17 points, but the Builders continue to do just enough offensively to keep a little bit of breathing room between themselves and the Roadrunners, as Means goes down hard on that rebound. Actually, he's going to be fouled. Elijah Harvey will be credited with a foul as Dontrell Smith makes his way in. Hope Means is okay. Builders are going to sub him out. He doesn't seem to be favoring anything. So that time on the bench will give him an opportunity to kind of gather himself before Coach puts him back out there. As you can hear Coach Evan Key right here in front of me as that pass is intercepted. So the Builders with another turnover. Roadrunners nearly give it right back themselves on a turnover, but the offense is back in business. That long three-point shot softly into the basket for Dontrell Smith. Builders with a long outlet. That is poked out of bounds, I believe, by the Roadrunners. So the basketball will stay on this end. But the Roadrunners have now cut the Builder lead to 11. So as frustrated as Coach Yarborough has been with his Roadrunner basketball team in the first half, they've actually done a good job of just kind of keeping themselves in it. Hawkins works against this man-to-man defense. I believe it's more of a matchup zone. And what do you do with the zone? You shoot right over the top of it. That three-point basket is good for Michael Miller. Those will be his first points of the afternoon, but we have a foul. So for Malik Munnerlyn, that'll be his first personal foul and the team's fourth. So neither team in the bonus yet. We're at 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Both teams have 4 team fouls. That three-point basket, no good. They try it again at the top of the key. That one is successful for Anthony Harrison. Builder lead back to 11. Here's Wall off of the screen. Another long three-point attempt, no good, but there to clean it up on the weak side is Avon Hawkins. So the Builder lead back up to 13, 39-26. Shade over 5 minutes left in the first half as that shot is swatted away. Nice job of protecting the rim is Saunders, but there's a foul underneath. So that one's going to be credited to Avon Hawkins. Now that'll be the team's fifth, Avon's second, and that'll put Dontrell Smith at the line to shoot 2 to try to trim this Builder lead back to 11 if he can. Builder lead now down to 12 is Angel Pacheco Ortiz makes his way into the ball game along with Kyrie Smith. So 2 of the starters back on the floor for the Builders. As Dontrell Smith hits the second. Builder lead down to 11. Here's Smith. Launched by Wall, his three-point attempt no good. Rebound comes off to the Roadrunners, who nearly had a backcourt violation. Were able to avoid it. Here comes Wall again. Wall, dish. His shot blocked. That was Miller for the Builders. Back on the other end, Builders block the shot themselves. And quickly, that's Saunders' second block in this basketball game. Saunders unable to hit. Both teams operating at a frenetic pace right now on offense. There's a bit of a travel seemed like it happened right there. No call as the shot hits off the side of the rim, goes up and goes down for Harrison. A little over 4 minutes left in the first half as the Builders lead now is at 9. That shot, baseline jumper, no good for the Builders. Back come the Roadrunners on the attack, but unable to convert. So here's Kyrie Smith. Shot clock at 20. Wall. Ortiz. Ortiz finally quiets things down with that basket, and that pushes the Builder lead back into double digits. 11. Builders a little lax on defense. That allowed the ball handler to get all the way to the rim, but he was unable to convert. Builders with a steal. Shot off the glass is good for Michael Miller. So at one point, the Builder lead had been reduced to 9, but a couple of quick, unsuccessful shots on the offensive end turned into successful shots on the offensive end for the Builders, has pushed their lead back up to 13 with an opportunity to push it to 16, but nothing doing as Coach Yarborough tells his ball club to slow things down, and they do just that. Builders have primarily played a man-to-man defense all evening. Roadrunners able to get to the basket. Shot was no good, but the putback was successful for Davion Bowens. Bowens. Davion Bowens with the basket. 2:20 remaining in the first half. Skip pass over. Feed inside to Ortiz. Ortiz able to find a cutter to the basket. Shot was put up, blocked, but there was a foul. So when we come out of this timeout, Michael Miller is going to be going to the line to shoot two. As we're going to take a timeout. 43-32 is the score, 2:11 remaining.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
2:11 remaining here in the first half, as these two teams have pretty much. Now, the mascot for Mountain Gateway Community College is the Roadrunners. Ours is the Builders, but you would have thought both teams are Roadrunners the way we have been up and down the court. The action has been frenetic. The pace has been wild. But after the dust has settled, the Builders still are holding to an 11-point advantage in the basketball game, 43-32. As Michael Miller will step to the line to shoot two. Again, Builders not shooting the ball particularly well from the free throw line. They are now 1 of 6 on the afternoon. Again, as a team, we're only shooting about 63%. That percentage is going to dip a little bit after this basketball game, as the second of two by Miller is good. So Means makes his way into the basketball game. Miller will take a seat as the Builders look to press in the backcourt. Jaden Rice able to get it over the timeline, and the Builders do exactly what the press is meant to do. It's meant to create a turnover, but what do? We turn it back over. Skip pass. And that pass, that shot is up and good for Dontrell Smith. Dontrell Smith pours in his 10th point of the first half, and the Builder lead is down to 10. Means his three, no good. Back come the Roadrunners with Rice. Builder still in their man-to-man defense as Ortiz steps out. Ortiz denies the ball handler the rim, but instead, Juanquavius Butler able to gather his own rebound and put it back for two. Builder lead now down to 8 as Clifton Good gets the feed inside. He's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be on Davion Bowens. That's his second personal foul, the team 6. So that'll put Clifton Good at the free throw line. Builders currently 2 for 7 at the charity stripe. Builders lead now with 8. Just a shade over a minute remaining in the first half as the first of 2 is up and good. So we're now 2 of 8 as Jonte Kirby will make his way back into the basketball game for the Roadrunners. Clifton Good short on the second one, hit the front of the rim. So the Builders lead is going to stay at 10. We're now under a minute left. In the first half is Kirby to Butler. Butler handling the basketball at the top as he gets his instructions for Coach Yarbrough. Shot clock now at 10. Working off of a defense by Ortiz. Here's Good and Kirby. That shot off the back of the iron, poked around and controlled by the Roadrunners, but this one's going up short. Means with an opportunity with 25 seconds left on the game clock is Means able to step through the double team to get to the rack to lay it up for two, and the Builder lead is now 11. Game clock now at 12.9 as that one is last touched by the Builders. 47-36 is our score. We're just 12.9 seconds away from halftime here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as Pritchett looks to inbound. Here's Kirby. Game clock now at 10. Kirby, game clock now at 7. 6. Kirby working against Wall. Game clock now at 3. Shot contested off the glass for 2. It is good, and that is how the first half of action will end here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Both teams will make their way into the locker room, and the Builders will go in with a 9-point lead over Coach William Yarbrough and his Roadrunners of Mountain Gateway Community College out of West Virginia. So tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break along with the teams. We're going to step away. Builders with a 47-38 lead at the half here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. We'll be back with second half action, first half stats when we get back.
The thing that sets Whirlies apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Whirlies is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Whirlies is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Whirlies, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are very close to the start of the second half of action here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as the Roadrunners of Mountain Gateway Community College out of Clinton Forge, West Virginia, are here to take on the Builders. Right now, our halftime score is 47-38. Builders leading in this basketball game. As a matter of fact, the Builders have led throughout this contest, got it by as many as 20 points in this basketball game. As far as the leading scorers in the ball game for the visiting Roadrunners, Darnell Smith and Anthony Harrison are the leading scorers for the Roadrunners with 10 and 11 points respectfully. The Builders right now are being led by both Adrian Wall and Donovan Means with 10 points apiece. The Roadrunners have turned the basketball over 11 times, while the Builders have turned the ball over 8. Builders right now shooting from 3, about a 35% clip. They're 6 of 17. Both teams are knotted up at 20 points apiece as far as scoring in the paint. Builders, though, are leaving a few points at the free throw line. They were 3 of 9 in the first half, while the visiting Roadrunners were 3 of 3. Roadrunners 3 of 10 from the three-point arc. They shot 42% in the first half, while the Builders shot 50% in the first half. So, again, as we get ready to start second half action here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, Builders leading by 9, 47-38, as Coach Evan Key and his 2-1 Builders get ready to retake the floor. Again, these teams just met about a week ago. Builders took that contest by a score of 70-58. So the Builders looking to go to 2-0 over this team and improve their overall mark on the season to 3-1. So both teams are now making their way onto the court. Another 20 minutes has been put on the game clock, and we are set to begin the second half as the Builders will start out the second half with the basketball as Means brings it into the forecourt. Wall. Outside the three-point line to Smith. Shot no good, but here's Ortiz. Had his shot blocked. I want to believe that was last touched by the Roadrunners. So the basketball will stay on this end. Means will look to inbound. Shot clock at 16. Here's Wall in the corner to Ortiz. That three-point shot no good, but the rebound gathered by the Builders. That's Saunders, but he's whistled for the travel. So that will be the first turnover of the second half for the Builders as Donovan Bowens makes his way into the ball game. That is the Builders' 8th turnover of the ball game. Here's Rice. Dribble drive along the baseline, shot up, no good. Ortiz clears the rebound, starts the break. Kick in the corner, Means. His three-point shot comes off to Ortiz, and the Builders reverse the basketball. Shot clock now at 15 with Ortiz. Means tries to dish it inside to Ortiz. It was last touched by the Builders. And that's another turnover for the Builders. That'll be their 10th turnover of the basketball game. 47-38, which was our original halftime score. Neither team has scored so far out of the locker room, but Adrian Wall changes that. So 49-38, Builder lead back up to 11. Press broken by the Roadrunners. Shot clock at 20. Feed inside. Shot off the glass. Good. Davion Bowens with the layup. Builder lead back down to 9. Off of a screen is Kyrie Smith, and his shot is up and good. Silky smooth shot that time from Kyrie Smith, and that pushes the Builder lead back up to 11. But on the other end, a foul. That's going to be credited to Kelby Saunders. Now, that is going to be 3. So that'll be Kelby Saunders' his second personal foul, the team's first. So that'll put Dontrell Smith at the line to shoot 3. As he makes the first of 2. The Road Runners were perfect from the free throw line in the first half, 3 for 3. So far, they are taking advantage of the opportunity at the charity stripe as they do so there. That's the second of 3. As Clifton Good will make his way into the ball game. 51-42, Builder lead now down to 9. Remember, the Builders led in this basketball game by as many as 20. And all 3 free throws are good. So this is the closest in the contest that the Road Runners have been. Lead down to 8. As that 3 is launched and good. And the Builder lead goes right back up to 11 points thanks to Adrian Wall. And the 3-point line is that shot, wild shot by Rice. But Donovan Means is going to be whistled for the personal. So for Donovan, that's his first personal foul, the team's second. So Jaden Rice, the 5'5" freshman, at the line to shoot 2. Again, they are perfect right now from the free throw line. And I jinxed him. Did y'all hear that? I did a great job. I just jinxed him. And I will continue to jinx them for the rest of the evening. I am the home broadcast. I can do that. So the lead now by the Builders sitting at 10. 54-44, Means with the basketball. 3-point shot. That one's going to be short. Loose ball came right over here onto the scores table. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you put the cap back on your drinks. Just in case a loose ball comes over and it hits your Powerade. So that was a good job by me. I'm super proud of me for that. And so is our shot clock operator. He's grateful for that as well. If not, he would have taken a Powerade shower right here at midcourt. Shot comes off, no good. Back comes Means. Avon Hawkins could not get his feet underneath him. Feet inside to Good. Ortiz attacking. Shot no good. That turns into a fast break opportunity for the Road Runners, and they convert on the other end. Dontrell Smith, nice through for 2. And the pace is starting to look a lot like it did in the first half, where the opponent has seemed to sort of speed the Builders up just a little bit, even though the Builders have the lead, currently sitting at 8. Here's Good. Strong move to the basket and off the glass for 2, and the Builder lead is back up to 10. Long 3-point shot hits absolutely nothing for the Road Runners. Builders off and running. Means to Wall in the corner to Hawkins. Hawkins 3, money. So the Builder lead is now back up to 13 just that quickly, as a wild shot, or seemingly wild shot, by Cam Bird finds the bottom of the basket off of a couple of fortuitous bounces along the rim. Builder lead now at 11. Here's Good. Loose ball is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Builders, as Saunders makes his way into the ball game, but we are going to have a timeout, media timeout, at the 15:57 of the second half. The Builders lead now 11. 59-48 is our score. We'll step away and we'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Adrian Wall now with 15 points in the basketball game. He is tied for the scoring lead on the floor with Dontrell Smith of the Roadrunners. They both again have 15. Roadrunners with 12 turnovers, Builders with 10. 15:55 remaining in the basketball game as the Builders look to improve on their overall record of 3-1, as Bird able to get through the defense but unable to convert on the offensive end, and back come the Builders. Here's Wall. Builders working the perimeter. Hawkins, his three-point shot comes off, no good. That starts the fast break for the Roadrunners as the step through by Bird is no good. He was tripped and a foul called. That foul is going to go against Donovan Means. That is his second personal foul. That'll be the team's third. So that'll put Bird back at the line, who is 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. They're currently 7 of 8 from the free throw line. And Bird misses the front end of the first of 2. So 15:26 left in the basketball game as the second of 2 is good. So Builder lead holds at double digits, 10, with 15:20 remaining in the second half. As Wall and the Builder offense work against this matchup zone. It's good. His shot misses. Put back, no good as well. Roadrunners attacking. Left-handed layup off the glass is good for Anthony Harrison. So for Anthony Harrison, that is his 13th point of the evening. And the Builder lead is now cut to 8. So right when it seems like the Roadrunners can get back into it, Builders do just enough offensively to keep the Roadrunner run at bay. As this one goes inside, shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to the Roadrunners. Baseline, layup, no good. Rebound taken by Means. Basketball went off the chest of one of the Roadrunners and into the hands of Harrison. That drive to the basket, good for Butler as we get a timeout. Timeout taken by the Builders. Builders see their lead reduced from 20 all the way down to 6 now, 59-53, 14-12 remaining in the basketball.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
14-12 remaining in the basketball game, and the Builders have seen their lead dwindled all the way down from 20 to 6. Thanks to an offensive game plan by Coach Yarborough to speed things up, get up as many shots as you possibly can. And so far, it has been fortuitous for this Roadrunner offense as they work a zone defense against the Builder Saunders. I believe his shot may have been partially blocked. The loose ball comes off to the Roadrunners. Roadrunners back on the attack offensively, and that shot is up and good for Bowens, and the Builders' lead now is down to 4. 59-55. At one point, it looked like the Builders were going to run away with this thing. The Roadrunners have really dug in offensively, gotten shots up and in, as Avon Hawkins does right there. That one was partially tipped on its way to the basket, but it goes down for 2. 61-55 is our score. Builders remain in the man-to-man defense as that three-point shot misses everything. Fast break started by Wall, but his pass a little too strong for Means, and that may have been a traveling, and that is going to be the call, so that'll be a turnover by Anthony Harrison. As Courage Harrell and Kyrie Smith will make their way back onto the playing surface for the Builders. Beautiful playing surface here at the Apprentice School if you've never seen it. Of course, the customary logo of the anchor with the A and the S interlocked at center court, but underneath the parquet, you can kind of see the silhouette of a submarine and an aircraft carrier on the floor. So it's a beautiful playing surface here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as Angel Pacheco Ortiz, I think he pours in his 11th point. So he's about 3 rebounds away from repeating his double-double from the last time these two played, as that three-point bucket is good for Bowens. Here's Ortiz, his shot off the glass and good, so count the basket. Add the foul. So that will go on Davion Bowens. That is his 3rd personal foul. That'll be the team's first of the half. So that'll put Ortiz at the line to shoot a single basket. 65-58 is our score. Builders have seen their lead go as low as 4 in the basketball game, as that free throw is up and good. Builder lead up to 8, 12-20 left in the basketball game. Builders in a man-to-man defense with 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock, as that one is launched by Kirby. I seriously doubt if that's part of Kirby's shooting repertoire. But as it goes, the loose ball is picked up by Butler, taken back to the basket, and he converts. Builder lead down to 6, 66-60. Here's Avon Hawkins for 3. So with 11:45 remaining in the basketball game, the Builders push their lead back up to 9 as we had a tie up on the floor. The possession arrow is in favor of the Roadrunners. Shot clock is at 22. As we are going to get a timeout on the floor. This is going to be a media timeout. 11:39 remaining in the first half. Builders with a lead, 69-60. Tell you what, let's step away, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Both teams now with 4 players in double digits in the basketball game. As the inbound goes to Kirby, shot clock now at 20. Kirby working the baseline, tries to do a reverse layup, but the basketball hit the bottom of the backboard. Builders off and running. Ortiz. Kick to Hawkins. That one is going to be off. You can feel that from this vantage point when it left his hands that it had no shot of hitting anything. As Bowens makes his way into the basketball game for the visiting Roadrunners. So right now, Ortiz is 1 rebound away from a double-double. He has 12 points, 9 rebounds. Feed inside, off the glass, no good. And just like that, Angel Pacheco Ortiz has a double-double. Foul in the backcourt is going to go on Bowens. So for Bowens, that'll be his 4th personal foul, the team's 2nd. So once again, congratulations to Angel Pacheco Ortiz. He has a consecutive double-doubles. Currently sitting with 12 points, 10 rebounds in the basketball game. Here's Harrell. Ortiz makes his move. Smith to the rack and off the glass for 2. So 71-60 now is the Builder lead. It's back up to 11, 10:38 left in the ball game. Folks, we got a good one. As Smith with the interception. Smith on the break, dishes to Harrell. Builders unable to convert. Back come the Roadrunners. Shot goes over the backboard. Loose ball taken by the Builders. Harrell gets it into the front court. Harrell harassed. Foul. Clock stopped at 10:07 left in the basketball game. Builders with an 11-point lead looking to add to it as we are going to get the call from the official who's going to be credited with that harassment. So that'll be one Quavius Butler. That'll be his 2nd personal foul as the team's 3rd as Courage Harrell will step to the line to shoot 2, and he will make the first of 2. Jaden Rice makes his way back into the basketball game as the Builder lead has now been pushed back up to 12. Builders again led by as many as 20. Saw their lead dwindle down to as little as 4 in this basketball game. As a 2nd of 2 by Courage is no good. Mad scrum on the floor. Courage Harrell with the basketball, but it's knocked away as he made his way to the basket. On the fast break, the Builders create a turnover. Here's Harrell again, and Harrell will be fouled. Man, oh man, you have to keep your eyes and head on a swivel in this one because the basketball can change direction quickly. So Anthony Harrison is going to be credited with that foul. That'll be his 1st personal foul, the team's 4th. Jonte Kirby will make his way back into the basketball game. The 6'7" freshman. Inbound goes to Kyrie Smith. Feed inside to Ortiz. Shot clock at 15. Here's Harrell. Harrell able to knife through the defense and lay it in for 2. Builder lead now with 14 as we get a whistle in the back court. And that's going to be an illegal screen set by Jonte Kirby. So Jonte will pick up his 1st personal foul. That'll make it now the team's 5th. Neither team in the bonus as of yet. As everyone saw that hard foul set in the back court by Kirby. Again, Kirby, not a small kid, ladies and gentlemen. 6'7" freshman out of Norfolk. Feed outside to Harrell. Harrell's 3, bottom. So the Builders have built their lead up to 17 now, folks, 77-60. as the Roadrunner offense goes to work. Their three-point attempt, no good. Rebound comes off to Hawkins. Hawkins to Means. Means is going to be fouled. Now, will they cross their arms as an intentional foul? I think the officials are going to discuss, was that an intentional foul? If it is, that will be 2 shots and the basketball. So they're going to call so it'll be a flagrant 1 that's going to be credited to Anthony Harrison. So that will be 2 shots and the basketball. Again, if a player is breaking towards the basket with the basketball and you make no play on the basketball, if you just grab the player, then that can be one of the reasons why you can be whistled for a flagrant. So in this case, the decision was made that there was no play being made on the basketball. So that's going to be whistled as a flagrant 1 on Anthony Harrison. So for Anthony Harrison, that'll be 2 fouls. That'll be the team's 6th. So the Builders will have the basketball, leading by 18. 9:02 left in the basketball game. Inbound to Hawkins. Shot clock at 15. Hawkins raises up for 3. Long rebound comes off to Bird. Roadrunners along the baseline. Difficult shot. Reverse layup off the basket and good. So the basket is going to be good. That foul is going to be whistled on Courage Harrell, so that'll be his first personal foul and the team's 4th. So quickly into the basketball game for the Builders is Montrell Jackson, and at the line to shoot a single free throw is Anthony Harrison. So free throw is good. Builder lead now is at 15. Here's Ortiz. As we get a whistle, I didn't see what it was. Was it a foul? They're going to call a foul in the corner. I believe that's going to be on Donovan Means. So for Donovan, that is his 3rd and the team's 5th. I didn't see that one. My eyes were on the basketball and not the other players, so I missed that one. I'm not sure if that was a screen or a hold or an elbow or I don't know what it was, but as it goes, it's going to go down as a foul on Means. Shot clock at 15 for the Roadrunners. Here's Means on the turnover. Means dishes to Kyrie Smith. Trying to get him with an alley-oop pass. Wasn't a very good one. So that goes as a turnover. That's going to be 13. Shot clock at 20. Here's Rice being guarded closely. Shot no good. Rebound comes off to Ortiz. Ortiz leading the fast break. Builders. Means his 3 comes off to Harrison. Step through jumper. Baseline no good. Harrell clears the rebound. So the Roadrunners are getting opportunities offensively. They are not converting. Builders able to hold them at bay defensively as we get a tie-up on the way to the basket. But that did not matter as Montrell Jackson with a tough 2. But back on the other end, we get a little lax on our transition defense. And that knocks the Builder lead down to 15, 80-65, 6:55 remaining in the ball game as Harrell steps through. He is stripped. Looked like Harrison wanted to try to dunk that one. Looked like there was going to be no shot of dunking it, but there's going to be a foul call. That's going to be on Angel Pacheco Ortiz. That'll be his first personal foul of the team 6, and I think that's going to take us to a timeout. That's going to take us to a media timeout. 6:40 remaining in the basketball game. Builders with a comfortable 15-point lead, 80-65.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
6:40 remaining in the basketball game. 2 players on the floor with a double-double for the Builders. Angel Pacheco Ortiz, back-to-back double-doubles in contest with the Road Runners. He has 12 points, 11 rebounds, while Davion Bowens for the Road Runners has 12 points and 11 rebounds as well. Road Runners trying to go to work with the basketball as Rice handles it with 10 on the shot clock. Rice, the 5'5" guard, unable to convert, but I think, did he commit a foul on this? I don't think so. They said the basketball went out of bounds. Last touch by the Road Runners. So 6:24 left. Woo, that was close to a turnover. So the Road Runners not quite out of the basketball game. If they are able to get the Builder lead down around 10 with about 5 minutes remaining in the basketball game, they have a realistic shot of getting back into the ball game, especially as long as the three-point line exists in college basketball. So the Builders can't really salt this one away just yet. That one comes off the front of the rim, no good. Loose ball rebound taken by Harrison. So the Road Runners with a little work to do as this is launched from 3. That is no good by Rice. That's going to be slapped out of bounds by Harvey. So again, the Road Runners would need to hold on defense, score a couple of baskets on offense before we hit the 5-minute mark in the basketball game if they want to have a shot at winning this ball game, as this one goes inside to Saunders. But that right there is going to make it that much more difficult for the Road Runners, as that 3 is good for the Builders, and that pushes the Builder lead up to 18. Long skip pass by the Road Runners, taken in by Harrison. Harrison slices to the basket. His left-handed layup is good. 5:15 remaining in the basketball game, as the Road Runners go to a trapping defense in the backcourt. That led to a very easy opportunity offensively on the other end for the Builders, as they're able to convert. So I believe there was a foul call. Yep, there was. That foul is going to be on Malik Munderland, who just hit that 3 just a moment ago. That'll be his second personal foul and the team's 7th. So that puts the Road Runners in the bonus for the rest of the evening. So at the line to shoot the 1-and-1 is Brandon Pritchett. 4 points on the afternoon, and his 5th point. good. 85-68 is our score. So if you are the Builders, this is the worst way to allow the Road Runners to score the basketball with the clock stopped. Road Runners unable to convert on the second of two. Here's Wall. Wall nearly turned it over. Builders try to feed it inside, but it's tapped away by Jaden Rice. So the basketball will stay on this end of the court. Builders don't necessarily have to be in a hurry. They can kind of slow things down offensively. Work to get a good shot. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Wall. Feed in the corner. Nice left-handed slash to the basket and finishes Montrell Jackson. Build a lead now at 11. Build a lead now at 9. I looked at the shot clock wrong. Game clock wrong. That foul is going to be on Malik Munnerlyn. That's his third personal foul. That'll be the team's 8th. The Builders are up by 19. So again, Road Runners with an opportunity to score the basketball with the clock stopped, but they're unable to convert at the free throw line. Now, we saw them be perfect early in the basketball game, but as the time has gotten short, you can see the players kind of tightening up a little bit at the free throw line, and they're not converting like they were earlier. As that one goes down for Anthony Harrison. Build a lead now at 18. So Builders with a commanding lead here late, 4:14 remaining. As that loose ball off of the rebound is going to be slapped out of bounds. Last touch by Jackson. 4:07 left. Builders up by 18. Road Runners are going to have to do what Road Runners do. They're going to have to hurry. Every possession is going to have a sense of urgency attached to it. The Builders doing a great job of making them use clock to get into their offensive set. Loose ball taken by Saunders. Feed to Wall. Easy layup off the glass is good. Count the basket and the foul. That foul will go on Brendan Pritchett. That'll be his first personal foul and the team's 7th, as we're going to get a timeout, media timeout. The last media timeout of the evening. 89-69, Builders by 20. We will be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
3:41 left in tonight's contest here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding, right here in the middle of Newport News, Virginia. So glad you've been able to join us. Thank you for staying with us, and I hope all of our fans of the broadcast have enjoyed this afternoon's basketball contest between the Builders and the Road Runners. And right now, the Builders with a commanding 20-point lead, 80-69, as Adrian Wall steps to the line to finish this three-point play, unable to do so. So here come the Road Runners. as Rice works against the defense, stepped through, nearly traveled. How in the world was he able to get that shot up and off the glass, and not just up and off the glass, but in as he was flailing out of bounds? Got to give it to him. Nice job by Rice. And that cuts the Builder lead now to 18. 3:08 left, as it just looked like Kyrie Smith was just playing with the defender. Able to get to the rack for 2. Builder lead back up to 20. Long three-point shot hits nothing but the bottom. Is Davis, who's new into the basketball game for the visiting Roadrunners, and that puts the Builder lead to 17. 2:40 left. Kyrie works against the defense. His short jumper, no good. Rebound comes off to Harrison. Basketball, poked away by Wall. Up ahead to Munnerlyn for 2. Folks were really hoping for a dunk. But just like that, in the blink of an eye, Davis hits his second consecutive three-point shot. Builder lead now at 16. Feed into the corner to Wall. His rebound comes off to the Roadrunners. We're now under 2 minutes left in the basketball game. Rice. Wild shot. I think it was looking to be fouled. There was nothing there. So now we're going to get wholesale substitutions into the ball game as Bowens makes his way into the ball game along with Dontrell Smith. They're also joined on the floor by Butler for the Roadrunners, while I believe that was Malik Miller that made his way into the basketball game along with Riddick for the Builders. That shot comes off. Rebound comes off to Riddick. Riddick with the putback. Builder lead now at 18. Another three-point launch by Davis is no good. So back come the Builders. Builders decide to pull it out to try and eat clock. We're down to 1:20 left in the contest, and the Builders are up by 18. Feed inside, reverse layup, no good by the Builders. Here comes Harrison. Harrison stripped. Back come the Builders. Tried to get the feed. Well, Builders do save it. Feed goes inside to Riddick. Pace is just crazy right now while we're now under a minute left in the basketball game as the feed into the corner for 3 is good. Malik Munnerlyn puts the exclamation point on this basketball game. Builders now up by 21. So everybody wants to know, can the Builders put up 100? They'll have an opportunity on this possession. 30 seconds left in the basketball game. Builders sit at 98. Builders not pulling it out, not showing any signs of stopping. Will they try to go for 100? Basketball taken away by the Roadrunners. Game clock now at 15. Builders force the turnover. Here's Riddick. Riddick on the breakaway with 10 seconds, and there it is. Builders put 100 on the scoreboard, 8.4 seconds left. And if you're going to put up 100 burger, folks, that's the way you want to do it, as the final shot of the basketball game is up, no good. And that is how it will end here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Crowd loves it. The coaching staff loves it. The players love it. And the broadcasting team loves it as well, as the Builders get a 100-77 victory off of a last-second slam by Riddick with 8.4 seconds left on the clock, and the Builders pick up their 3rd win of the young season, their 2nd consecutive win over the Roadrunners from Mountain Gateway Community College, again out of Clinton Forge, West Virginia. Wow, that was an exciting one. We had our ups and downs. Boy, this game was frenetic, up and down the court. 177 total points scored in this basketball game. But we definitely want to thank you for being with us. We've enjoyed it. So, folks, we will see you very, very soon. I believe on Tuesday we have another game where the women will be in action. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out of here. We're going to allow you to get out of here. And the Builders get out of here with a 100-77 win over the Mountain Gateway Community College Road Runners. For Dave Davenport, I am Howard McCain. We're saying so long, good evening, and always remember, this is Builder Basketball.
The thing that sets Worley's apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Worley's is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Worley's is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Worley's, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in and they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.